So I was talking with someone earlier today, and I've had this same type of conversation plenty of times before, and what this conversation really is about, from people who feel like they've just really screwed up their life, from their addictions and their, the struggles that they've brought into their life. Maybe you've lost, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant other, due to your, obsessive smoking weed that, they left you, or maybe you just were so forgetful and, just so unclear headed that you lost your job, your business, messed up your relationship with your family, just really realized how selfish that you were, and all of a sudden it can get to this overwhelming place where you just feel like, man, how am I ever going to get out of this ditch that I've dug myself into? That can be a real dark place, and I can totally relate to that. Been in that place several times in my life. And what I remember one time I was going through counseling because I really, I realized I needed help, and there's nothing wrong with seeking help when when you're in a real low place like that. So this was a time that I really needed help, and I was seeking professional help. And I remember that my counselor shared something with me really, really profound that I've never forgotten. He said that sometimes you got to borrow from the future in order to help get you through the present. What I mean by that is that you may be in such a dark place that your present and just the thought of dealing with what you have going on can be daunting and not a pleasant place. But and even your past may be just not pretty at all, and you don't want to go back there either. So somewhere you can go that you can create any kind of picture that you want is the future. Through your imagination, you are the author that holds the pen and writing the book of your life. So you can create whatever kind of future that you want. And so you can go into the future and imagine any kind of future that you can fantasize about. And I highly suggest to do that. And this is what I did was, get out a piece of paper and to borrow from the future. Get creative. Start to write down and think about that ideal soulmate, the type of soulmate you'd love to have in your life, or the type of dream house that you would love to have, where it would be. It'd be in Hawaii or Florida, California, on the beach. What kind of backyard would it have? What kind of what would your ideal day be like? What time would you wake up in the morning? Would you wake up to an alarm clock, or would you just get up whenever you're done sleeping? What would your house be like? Would it be nice and clean and modern and and stylish or whatever? And what would your ideal work be? What would you love to be able to see yourself doing someday in the future? Maybe working from home, your own podcast, whatever, writing books, or whatever it is. Your own business, running a restaurant. What would your ideal day like? And go through by this on paper. And just get creative, get wild. It's okay, and just be like as if you were a kid again, with a kid imagination, and dream up of what would be like. Just have fun with it. What would be your ideal future, and the type of life that you would like to have, and write it all out. And as you're doing that, you'll feel better. I mean, even just me thinking about this, it's like it brings. I can't help but smile and feel good about it. And that's what I'm saying is that sometimes you have to borrow from the future to help get you from the present. And even if part of you's like, yeah, it's nice to fantasize about that, I'll never be able to create that for myself. You know what? Don't even go there, because is it possible? Ask yourself, is it possible? Is it possible that you could create this type of life? Is it possible? And the answer is most likely yes, that it is possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility to be able to fulfill your dreams and create the life that you've always wanted and you deserve it. So just cling on to that word. Write that on the top of the paper or your journal entry. It's possible. Knowing that, hey, you know what? It's possible that this is the life that I could create for myself. And marinate on this vision, and think about this. Every day, take a couple minutes just to meditate, or in your car, turn off the music and just think about this. And the way our reticular activating system works unconsciously, as you start to focus on this on a regular basis, your reticular RAS system will start to unconsciously make decisions that are in your favor to help support moving in that direction, whether you realize it or not. That's how powerful this is. But it all comes down to intentional focusing on these thoughts. And that most important thing is that it'll help you momentarily to get through that dark place that you're in the present moment. Because like I said, sometimes it's so tough that you can't even get out of bed. You can't even barely find the strength to keep moving forward when you think about how much you screwed up your life. But what you can do is you can borrow from the future to help you get through the present moment. And all you need is enough juice, enough drive to be able to just get up and keep taking one step forward, taking it just one step at a time, one day at a time, chunking it down one day at a time, and using what you can, what you can use to your advantage, to be able to use as a tool to be able to help give you the drive and the energy to keep up the good fight, to keep moving forward. All right. So just remember, sometimes you got to borrow from the future to help get you through the present. All right. Stay strong, guys. Start dreaming. After every dark night comes a brighter day. You got this. I believe in you. Let's make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life.